Hi, congratulations on your new RV. We're really excited for you. Please make sure before you're signing that you bring the following items with you. If you're a cash buyer, please make sure that you bring a cashier's check, no personal checks at time of signing, or you may bring actual cash. If you're a finance customer, please make sure that you bring proof of insurance listing your specific lien holder. If you need that information, please call us ahead of time. Also, make sure that you bring all valid driver's license of all persons that will be listed on the title. If you have a trade that you're trading in with us, please make sure that you bring your 10-day payoff as well as your title and all persons who will be listed on the title of that trade. Arrive 30 minutes early before your appointment time so we can properly inspect your unit, and also make sure that you have the fridge on and running prior to arrival. If you have any questions, please feel free to give us a call at 810-686-0710. Thanks so much. Have a great day.
Hello, this is Mike with TradeWinds RV Center, here to congratulate you on your Flagstaff Mac 206M pop-up travel trailer. I'm going to walk you around it, show you how to use a few things to get the best out of your camping experience. Let's start by talking about arriving at the campsite, a few things to take into consideration. Of course, once this is open, you're going to have a bed pop out on each end. You have plenty of room for those. And I also want you to think about where your power and water connection is going to be. Your power is going to plug in right here on the side above your tire. And your water connection for campsites will be just to the right of that. So park accordingly so you can utilize facilities at the campsite. Once you arrive and unhook your hitch, first thing you do is level your unit. Unit comes with a power. Unit comes with a hand crank, right to bring it up, left to bring it down. Once we got our unit level, next thing we're going to do is stabilize it. All four corners of the unit are equipped with these scissor stabilizing jacks. You got a 3/4 inch hand crank here. Crank it back up real quick. I'm going to recommend stabilizing jack pads. Jack pads are going to protect the feet of your stabilizing jacks from dirt and debris. Helps better distribute the weight. Put them down. And then I want you to run these down just until they're taut. Once you have any type of resistance on your hand crank, go ahead and stop. Because remember, our unit's level, all we want to do at this point is stabilize it. Get all four of those down. We'll go around and hook up our power and water. So a big long 30 amp cord here, plugs inside. Alright, so a big long 30 amp cord plugs in here on the side. Plugs into the left, turns to the right, and you put your black washer on. At the end of that 30 amp service, you need to plug into a 110, and your convenience pack will be a 30 to 15 amp reducer. Now before we go any further, we're not going to hook the water up till we get this opened. I'd like to start by grabbing this cord right here, pulling it all the way out to as far as you can. And we're going to take this and we're going to plug it in right up here for our AC unit before we lift the unit. That way you don't have to get on a ladder and climb it to plug this in. So now your AC is plugged in, power is plugged in. Let's walk around the unit and remove all of our clamps. Or should I say release, not necessarily remove. 4 of them on it all the way around. Once you got all of them open, you come over here to your power winch. It's going to hit up. Make sure the batteries are connected. As this comes up, utmost point. You heard it stop. That's all the way up. Now I've already taken these out, but we've got these safety bars right here. There's one on each side. Normally they'd store up inside your unit. For time saving purposes, we've got an angled end and a squared end. That squared end is going to go here on the bottom, while this tucks up inside. So what we have here is a safety bracket. That's going to go in this corner. Whatever corner you put it in, put the other safety bracket in the opposite side, opposite corner. So we're front right over there. We're going to go back left over here. Get that tucked up in there. Just on there nice and snug. Go ahead and pull our Velcro around here. Don't necessarily snap it yet, but just get it pulled up from behind there. So now we're going to come to our bed areas. Get 2 bars for front, 2 for the back. Again, we've got a squared end and an angled end. Our squared end is simply going to sit right there. Our angled end will go in here. So this will open up and go like so. That one there. That one there. Same thing over here on this other side. These are going to be your bed safety bars. Then we're going to grab this piece right here in the middle and pull everything toward us. If this shifts out to the side, rock it back in there. As you see, once you pull it all the way out, these will actually snap back behind this bar here so that it cannot be pushed in. Same thing on both sides. Go to our opposite end. Put our bars in again. Grab and pull. Again, that locks itself out. Now let's go around our edges. As you see, our sides will have a little pocketed corner like that with a little snap. If you look close enough, it's kind of hard to do one-handed here, but if you get up underneath there, and you can snap that on there. Again, these are 2 hands here, but that's going to protect your corners. Once you have that on there, pull these corners down. Same thing on all the edges. Bring that in, snap it, pull your edges down. Lastly, come up underneath. As you see, you got a lot of Velcro here. This will Velcro this bed wrap all the way. And lastly, we'll untie this string, pull it across, and hook it on over there. So that'll hold everything up underneath there. And we'll go around, pull our Velcros out again. Probably go inside and get all these zippers down around our edges. Velcro over. Go around and do those real quick. Alright, we've got our ends and sides all straightened out. Let's go up inside the unit. Make sure the lights are on. We're going to come right to our kitchen area. Grab this handle and lift this up. Set this up top. That's what's going to turn our lights on. There's a little trigger right up underneath this. When you set that on it, that'll turn your lights on. Now go to each bed. Underneath the end will be a bar with a straight end and a curved end like a shepherd's hook. We're going to take this straight end. We're going to put it right inside this hole here. Pushing that out, we're going to take this curved end and push it up in here. Again, a 2-hand job. So repeat that process on both ends. After a while, you'll get used to where you can just slide it right up in there. And set your bunk up. Now this holder here will snap up here. Hold that out of your way. Same thing on the opposite side. That's how them go. Alright, while we're in here, let's just grab our cushions, lift them up. Back is attached to the front, so just lift it up, pull it backwards. I'll pull my table up and set it up. Before I do all that, I've got it opened up now. Let's go set things up. So we've got our power going, our stabilizing jacks down, time to hook up our water. At campsites, we're going to hook up to city water connection. First and foremost, your water pressure regulator. This water pressure regulator is going to reduce the water pressure to 40 to 50 psi, protecting the lines in your unit. Always use this when putting fluid into your unit. Hook that up, hook up your hose. Don't turn your hose on yet. One more step. That's to make sure that your drain plug's back in your hot water heater. You may have left it out last time you were camping. If so, throw some plumber's tape on there, not putty, putty will gum up. Plumber's tape on there, get that in there nice and snug. Once that's in there tight, you can go ahead and turn that hose on. Now if that hose has been on for a couple minutes, why don't you go inside and open up your water tap. Get a nice steady flow of water going through it. Once you got all the air out of the lines, go ahead and shut that off. Then you'll know that your hot water heater's full, and I'll show you where to turn that on indoors. Let's say we're going to go camping and we're not going to use city water. We're going to go boondocking or dry camping. In that case, we're just going to fill up our potable water tank. No need for a water pressure regulator here. You can gravity fill this with a hose. Two ways to tell it's full. One, there's an overflow valve right there. Or two on the inside where you check the levels of your battery. In black and gray tanks, there's also a freshwater button. Don't leave this unattended while you're filling it. Once you've got it full, remove that hose, put your cap back on, and then whenever you want to utilize that water, you'll turn on your water pump indoors. That is, I believe, right next to your seating inside. We'll go over all that in there. Don't turn on your water pump and hook to city water. That's already pressurized. All right, we're all set up with power and water. Let me go ahead and walk you around the rest of the unit. Starting here on the outside with our big AC cord. Plugs in there on the side. To the right of that, our power. To the right of that, our potable water again. City water. There's where you plug your cable in at. It's a flue for your furnace. If you're running your furnace, steer clear of that and make sure it's never blocked. Access panel for your fridge. Back over here underneath your freshwater will be your freshwater drain. Big tank right there. Again, hot water heater up front with a hot and cold outdoor shower. There's your low point drain for your sink. Around the rear, you got a spare tire with a cover. On your campsite, you're all set up for your griddle and table. Quick connect LP is right here. 110 here. These are holders for your awning. We'll get to that here shortly. Coming up front, this storage area is what's accessible from in there. Same one. Up front, you'll have your propane tanks with this regulator. Just point it toward the tank you wish to be using. Lefty loosey to open. Green means you've got gas. That about covers everything out here. Let's take a look on the inside. So once you arrive, we're going to take this door and we're simply just going to lift it right up off its hinges. Come to the back. If you look up underneath here, you can see a couple spots for some hinges. We're going to take those hinges and I'll tap this one-handed here. Slide the hinges into those slots. You can now see what I'm doing like that. There we go. So slide it into those slots, slide it over, push your door up, and Velcro it Hold that up there while you're camping. Then we will bring down our main door. Which you will start by unhooking this. Coming to your sides, we're going to unsnap these. This is going to be the top. So once we unsnap this, we're going to bring that bottom down, slide all the wired metal to this end. Alright, so now once we've swung this door into place, set it in from the outside. Just go around and lock all these. That'll hold your door in place. You have to pull it in while you're turning it. Get all them on. And then start velcroing all along the inside as well as the outside. Just bring that Velcro over all the way up this whole thing. Get it nice and snug, and there's your outside door. Alright, we got that all set up. Let's go take a look inside. Alright, now we're all set up. Let's go up inside the unit. First thing I always like to point out is the fire extinguisher. Make sure that you and everyone that's camping with you knows the fire extinguisher is located at the entry doorway in case of an emergency. Got a 110 there, ceiling and awning light, cable for your TV. Come inside, you got some storage drawers, access panel to your storage out there. More storage here as well. Up top here you do have a crank open exhaust vent. Up here of course your fridge down below. Stick lighter griddle here. That's where your furnace heat will come out. 110 with GFCI reset. This is a template in case you ever decide to get this thing wired for solar. That's a template showing the text where all the wiring's at. You got a couple of USB ports. There's where you turn on your water pump if you're using potable water. There is your carbon monoxide propane detector. 12 volts. The reason I mention that's 12 volt, always running off your battery. So if you are out dry camping, boondocking somewhere, you're going to be gone for the entire day, go ahead and use your battery disconnect to keep this from running your battery down while you're gone. Underneath your table area here will be your access panel to your breaker box and fuses. Got quite a variety in there. 5s, 10s, 15s, 20s. Recommend having a handful of those with you when you go. Also under your dinette in this back corner will be another 110, as well as where you turn your water heater on. Your smoke alarm up here. Accessories, heated mattress pads, and this light will snap on here. Just snap on with one hand here. Plug this in up here. It's going to give you light and a fan. And you have a pantry that will hang from those four there. And up here is your AC unit. We'll crank that up on here to run those. Alright, let's start closing the unit up. Okay, so now we're going to close the unit up. Start by reversing a couple things. We'll put this table back down, put our cushions back on top, take down our pantry, come to our ends, unhook our bars, tuck them back up underneath our mattress here. So let's just tighten those couple of things up here real quick. Okay, so I went through the unit, closed the ends up, or brought the bars out. Put my table back down. Return my main door back up here. I'm going to grab this, pull it forward, and lay it down here. And shut off our lights and set that down. Everything is level in here. Now we can go ahead and push in our ends. Now you will go through, unhook your strings, unvelcro, untap your corners. Now the biggest thing on these ends, as you lift, you're going to have to lift up over top to get these black pieces to clear. So just as you do it, just lift a little and then push forward. Now when we get to our rear run, we have to remember to get up underneath here and remove this door. So unbungee that, remove that, come down here. You just set your door right back in place. Now, sets in. Now this end will push in. Remembering to lift first. Slide in one-handed. On both ends, remove your bars. And then come to your corners and remove your safety bars. We'll tuck all of them inside. Okay, so we went around, removed our safety bars, took off our bed bars, and start folding some canvas in. It's not canvas anymore, but sure you know what I mean. Come back around to our tongue. Again, making sure our safety bars are out. Put down. I like to go about halfway, maybe 3/4. And then go around and start tucking in some canvas or material. Just making sure everything stays tucked in. Once you're low enough, it's a good point to go ahead and unhook your wire for your AC and tuck that away. Continue to go around. Tucking in all our canvas as we go. Have to bring it down to about 4 inches. Do the same thing again till we're nice and snug. After we've got everything shut off, we're going to shut down, excuse me, tucked in. And go ahead and reattach our clasp. Make sure we're nice and tight there. Go around the unit. Get all 4 of these on. Once our tight's nice and top, if we are out boondocking, we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks, dump that fresh water drain, and head on home. If we're at a campsite, we're going to bring up our stabilizing jacks, unhook our power, our water, our cable, dump our fresh drain, and head on home. Again, we thank you guys so much for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this Flagstaff Mac for many years to come. Happy camping.